Chelsea
Yeah, I think they're a
midfielder
bit behind here. Home side, my London. They need a good finish. It's a good pitch.
stopped talking to him
Pace and
after
hard lengths are the way to
Argentina's
go.
World
That's what
Cup
I've learned
final loss
watching someone like
because he
Overton
received a
banging
red
it
card
in
in the
halfway,
final.
not halfway, but
Don't blame
sliced
him,
the
innit,
back
for losing.
at good
He also
pace.
disclosed that he would look to leave Chelsea and does not want to return
Anything
to England.
flighted or spin has disappeared, and anything pitched up has disappeared.
Going to get.
Yeah, I think during that
They're
middle
also going
phase
to
of the game,
possibly get
where the London Spirit went away from that
punished
flag,
for the flag. Well, the banner.
allowed partnerships to build and was actually
Yeah,
this wicket that changed it. And then the reintroduction of pace, they were back to basics. Sometimes opposition sides coming to the Oval think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Got to plan B too quickly. And no surprise, they've gone double spin here. Rutherford used to coming in and facing spin straight away, not Jason Roy. Opening batter naturally today due to come down at number 3 because of the opening partnership. Bit of greasy pole action. Ferran ahead of him, then Rutherford. See him try and continue to hit down the ground and sweep.
Oh,
Yeah, and the same happened with Pope the other day at the Utilita Bowl, and it was one of those classic examples that if they'd lost that game, everyone would have said, well, why did you play Pope instead of Roy? And he kept slipping down the order. But when they win the game, it's like a touch of genius. He hit the winning runs, and that's why we played him.
Straight from your captaincy book, Nas. Well, this has gone very, very high in the air. Zampa is called for it. Down. Very difficult catch, running back over his head. And he spills it. It's a good 5. Opportunity goes begging 5 from it. 20 balls left, 118 scored.
Yeah, I like the fact that he backed himself, but
Yeah,
it was a very hard catch for a bowler running back. It may have been better for long on running in, maybe Brevis running in. You can see him in the background there. It was a harder catch for Zampa than Brevis, but fair play backing yourself.
He certainly didn't shy away from it. Very difficult chance. Given a full house here this evening, there's no way he would have heard the incoming runner. It was Devo Brevis running in from long on. Jamie Overton, mightily effective so far in this game. Picked up 2 for. Wasn't just any 2 for that of the in Will Jackson. Then the big wicket of Nicholas Pooran continues. Well, there was a noise. Might have been thigh guard. Oh, there is a wide given. Livingston looks confused.
Well, he was right on 1 second last time, and he's on 1 second again.
There he goes. He likes his debate, don't you?
No, there's just a dispute here. The umpires are saying he's too late. Liam Livingston is laughing. Said on the big screen, it said 1 second left.
Have you gone too far back? That didn't happen twice.
Not quite
I didn't.
Sure
I've had to go back to where I finished the other one. That's why.
I'll say this didn't happen. He didn't do that twice.
No, and I don't think. When it ended, I got to that part, so I've had to go back.
Maybe try to wind up Rashid Khan a little bit.
Who knows? So what I'm saying is, he did that with 1 second of the clock to go. The umpire said it. The umpire can never did the review.
Of course not. He went out of time.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but I said on the machine, on the thingy, 1 second.
Exactly, but the umpire should
Yes, he
never.
had time, yeah.
But the umpire's not happy because he's saying it hit 0 before he did that.
Yeah, we have proofs. So.
Well, that's one way to cheat, innit?
I would like you to change your decision to out and reverse the white.
Well, with 1 second to go for
He
the
had 1
second
second
time
to
this evening,
review it.
Liam Livingston has got his decision.
It wasn't 0.
Jason Roy goes caught behind off his glove.
I think the umpire said it was
For
time.
13.
Well, what if he did?
18 runs, 81 balls.
Yeah, Jason Roy
He looked up
Not
Liam,
just
Liam.
You're gonna see why he gets
feels that Livingston
third umpire,
ran out
fourth
of time.
umpire here.
That's why he's having
Of
a
course
chat
he does.
with the third umpire, fourth umpire, fifth umpire, any
How many bloody
umpire on the
umpires
way
have
up
we
the
got?
Here we
stairs.
go.
DRS timer goes to 1, and the ball
Here's the moment.
I know. I saw it yesterday when I watched it.
is on 1.
Why?
I watched all this already.
Fantastic work
Just my
from
name.
our team at Sky to put that together. Gives absolute clarity from everybody. Jason Roy isn't happy, nor is
What would you be?
Hiram Pollard, the head coach. He immediately went across to the fourth official.
Because I don't think that was fair though, was it?
Why you went out of time?
Well, pulled away, press ball. Two fielders converge. Oh! That looks nasty. That looks really,
That's
really
never happened in
nasty.
400
I think it's
before.
Lewandre
No, but I thought it was
Pretorius.
a head clash, but it wasn't, was it? It was
No,
into his chest.
No.
Cole's back.
Coles went straight into his shoulder and into his hip.
Comfortable.
Oh, but it was his chest.
No, it looks like it is just because I suppose holding his hand like
I thought
that.
his head went into his chest.
Coles is holding
But then-
his knee. Brevis, I think it's Pretorius actually, was holding his hip, his right hip
So
there.
it's Brevis' hip and his knee for Coles basically.
Key here obviously is head and
But
neck.
Brevis had to go off,
That's what
but
they're
Coles luckily got see.
It's not Brevis, it's Pretorius.
Neck.
Well,
We've
that's
seen
a
so many of these over the years.
Brevis,
Coles
Nasha
is
Sorry,
said.
yeah, was wrong. Sorry.
See, Costa got back up, so
Yeah.
Coles
Andy
is-
came out, Andy
Well, the
came out.
right amount of time will be taken here.
He's the one that really won it for.
but it's not a nice collision.
Oh, how messy injuries like this can get. You go back all
Oh,
those years
God,
ago with
no,
Moses Enriquez.
It was bad when you've got a player down, it's really bad when you're going to lose a player.
Surrey County game.
You don't know how long you're going to lose that player for, do you, if it is really
You
bad?
just bring on your replacement.
Seems to be communicating
Well, looking
well
from
with
Spirit,
the rest of the
Coles
side, but then
Coles got
take
like
their
up.
time.
It's, obviously his pain's not as bad as if it's felt when he collided.
I think more concern for Andre Pretorius as it stands.
So I didn't know, not to say
Go on the field more.
Brevis.
Assessing his knee and his hip and looks in an amount of pain.
Ouch. Again, that's not a good collision. I've never seen that happening for 100 before.
Yeah, well, they're running, they're both looking up for the ball.
That's never happened in the competition before like that. But did we play it about 2 times I think? What happened?
Historically, Steve Ward, Jason Gillespie all those years ago. I think Jason Gillespie broke his leg. Steve Ward broke his nose. We've had some over the years. You have to go for them, you have to call, but that one in particular, both fielders would have just had their eye on the ball and the cushion. How close were they to the rope? Coles looks better. Pretorius not so good.
Finally, you said Brevis a minute ago.
Instances like this in the tournament already where players have heard each other and stopped, and actually the catch.
He's got up, but is he going to be able to continue this match, or will he have to go?
Sprinting for the ball.
No, it looks like he can't continue.
They're up on their feet. Andre Pretorius
He won't be able to continue this match.
stay on or might go off. It looks like he's going to go off.
If that's, yeah, he's the one
Well,
that
here
wins
we
it.
go again. Here's the collision. What
He's
really
the one who
happened
wins
down
it.
there?
Medical
Here we go
staff.
again.
Yeah. Not nice. I think it was shoulder.
Yep,
That
didn't see
when
each
they
other
turned
till it's
went
too
out.
late.
Shoulder, hip.
Shoulder.
Collision. Very, very lucky it wasn't a head
Ouch.
collision.
Yep, didn't see each other till it's
Wishing
far
a
too late.
speedy recovery.
That is not a pretty way to go out of 100, is it? To out of any 100 match.
They were a full pelt.
Ouch.
10 out of 10 for effort.
Well, James Cole looks absolutely fine after that collision. He got himself back up. But
Yeah,
that's a
applause
blade from the
from around the
spirit.
ground. Nice to see both sets.
But somehow they're still going to win it.
Assist.
Yeah, Pretorius does, he
Doctors,
gets the later
physios,
ones.
and appears James
You
Coles
said, you said
is good to
only
continue.
Cole's continued.
No. At this point he did, he didn't field anymore, but he came out to bat.
Who?
Pretorius, he came out to bat.
I thought it meant Cole's.
Well, they both came out to bat.
Well, Kieran Carlson will replace Andre Pretorius in that position at deep backward square.
Ow.
Players are all
No,
ready.
no
Set to
players have
continue.
had the B.
Good pace again.
Wide
Lass.
given.
Ow.
It is, and the previous shot, we didn't really analyse the shot because of the injuries. But you can see Curran is just hanging back. It's predictable from Overton. But however predictable it is, it's still serious wheels and difficult to play.
He can be predictably good. Cross-seam delivery. Scatters pace off the middle of the pitch. Speeding this ball 88 miles per hour. Well, in the air, mid-on, over him. Just about. Andrew Ty is the fielder. Just wonder who that break and play will benefit. London Spirit have good momentum. Last 30 balls have taken 39 for 4. Break and play normally does benefit the bowling side. With 16 balls left, Nass. After this next ball, what do you think my London will be happy with? Pace off. Bounds out to Coles, who hobbles. 85 balls done, 125 runs scored.
Well, Cole's now feeling his back after that collision. So Pretorius off.
Coles goes off
Cole's
now.
off as well now. So these are concerning times for my London.
They've both gone off, so that's some more you can see to your Spirit.
Well, no surprise.
Player
Sometimes
off ban,
with
I
collisions,
feel,
there
for
can be a
tonight.
delayed reaction. Obviously, a rush of
It's alright if
adrenaline
you're
with the
an
collision
MI
and then
London
trying to
fan.
get moving again. Perhaps something is pulled. Full resources needed here for the London Spirit. Overton to continue. Well, mid off up in the ring. And Sherpain Rutherford just puts his hands
Oh
through that.
boy.
Yeah, anything up is off. Simple as that.
Complete. You need your my McDonald's to get it. That's McDonald's is already done. We're just trying to fit gaps for houses. You know what I mean? A lot of snow with water gaps.
Well, pulled away, press ball. Two
Come on,
fielders
kid, it's time.
converge. Oh!
Okay, come on.
I'm
That
coming!
looks nasty. That looks really, really nasty. I think it's Lewandre Pretorius and James Coles. And they look in a bad way. Look uncomfortable.
Yeah, we
Nor is Kyra official. Well, pulled away, press ball. Two fielders converge. Oh! That looks nasty. That looks really, really nasty. I think it's Lewandre Pretorius and James Coles. And they look in a bad way. Look uncomfortable.
Yeah, we've seen these over the years. Coles is holding his knee. Brevis, I think it's Pretorius actually, was holding his hip, his right hip there. Now, whether a knee went into the right hip, the key here obviously is head and neck. That's what they're checking. Physio immediately will check head and neck. We've seen so many of these over the years. Coles is shaken up.
Well, the right amount of time will be taken here, as player welfare is paramount. Oh, how messy injuries like this can get. You go back all those years ago when Moses Enriquez and Rory Burns in a Surrey County game collided. Horrific. Coles Seems to be communicating well with the rest of the side, but they will take their time. A bit more concern for Hurdred Pretorius as it stands. Physio on the field, more assessing his knee and his hip, and looks in an amount of pain.
Yeah, historically, Steve Ward, Jason Gillespie all those years ago. I think Jason Gillespie broke his leg, Steve Ward broke his nose. We've had some over the years. You have to go for them, you have to call, but that one in particular, both fielders would have just had their eye on the ball and the cushion. How close were they to the rope? Coles looks better. Pretorius, not so good.
Yeah, and we've had instances like this in the tournament already where players have heard each other and stopped, and actually the catch has fallen short. I think it was Liam Dawson and Josh Butler at Lords, both sprinting for the ball. Good signs. Both are up on their feet. Hurdred Pretorius might stay on or might go off. It looks like he's going to go off and get continued support from the medical staff. Yeah, not nice. To his shoulder. Last minute trying to pull out. Shoulder, hip, collision. Very, very lucky it wasn't a head collision. Wish him a speedy recovery. Door is went across to the well, pulled away, press ball. Two fielders converge. Oh! That looks nasty. That looks really, really nasty.
Come
Way
in.
across. Two fielders converge. Oh! That looks nasty. Away, press ball. Two fielders converge. Oh! That looks nasty. Doesn't need to get anything on it, but watch the swing. Tries to leather it through the offside. In the air, mid-on, coming in. Don't get anywhere near it. That seems to be the most effective length, regardless of who you are.
Yeah, and going across the left-hander. So Rutherford, who wants to go leg side, because as I say, that's his favoured shot, but because it's going across him, he may have to just try and take on the deep fielders on the offside.
I think that'll be a wide. Just going pace off. And Rutherford getting involved. Yeah, pace off delivery coming up was 18 miles an hour. Down from 90. Is there another edge? Overton thinks so. There was definitely a noise. He's saying there's a noise. Does Liam Livingston know there's 15 seconds? I think they've sent it upstairs.
No risk this time, he's going early.
What do you mean that'll do for now?
You have a review for caught behind. It's a fair delivery. I'm going to take front on. Just keep playing me through. Thank you. Okay. Close to the bat, so I'm going to need Aldridge at some point. Thank you. Here comes Aldridge now. Go. Frames come through, flat line, all the way through, past the gloves. Yeah. Clearly no bat involved, going back on field.
Good on field decision. He heard something. Jamie Overton, as did Liam Livingston. Sometimes batters wear chains. And as they're swinging the bat, it comes up and bounces off the grill and creates a noise. One of all of his spell in the air, and I think it'll go enough. Yeah, more than enough. It will go all the way for a 6. It doesn't take anything away from Jamie Overton's 20 balls. 3 wickets for 30 runs.
And he's frustrated. I think he just flicked the bail off because his last delivery will leave a bitter taste in his mouth, because he pitched it up. Maybe he had to pitch it up simply because he'd used up his quota of short balls, and it was the short ball that had done the damage for him, banging it into the surface, using the reviews twice. Look at that for pace and carry. Couple of edges, a glove, 3 for excellent from Overton. He's done 3 for 30 in his 20.
Yeah, outstanding. London Spirit want to win this game. He will certainly be a contender for Meerkat Player of the Match. Yeah. 9 balls left. Nas, what will my London want to defend as a minimum?
Well, at the start of the game, you're thinking sort of 160 on this ground. I mean, even that is not safe, let's be honest. 21 from 9, they need a good finish. Rutherford is the man. He really is. Rutherford can do some damage at the end. Short over extra cover as well, he made target.
I think he'll have to bowl that again. 4-4, my London. Chased down in their first game here against Sunrisers Leeds with 16 balls to spare. Good run chase, good quality surface, and I think conditions are similar, if not identical.
Yeah, you wouldn't say it's an absolute flat road. I mean, even someone like James Vince struggled, and he very rarely struggles to time the ball. Got 26 from 20, but couldn't quite get his timing away. Mill just running back to make sure that he gets these 3 balls away before that fielding restriction applies because of a time penalty.
There was a lot going on there. Tom Curran's shot. Premeditated lap sweep, countered by a wide Yorker from Mill. He continues to canter back. There's no consequence for being slow and completing your sets. Well, full again. This is going to take some catching in the crowd. No, put down. He really has a huge amount of power to work with through the offside, the Shafane Rutherford.
Yeah, that's his 2 hitting areas, off the hip and over extra cover. If you're going to go offside, you're going to have to go wide. Sometimes in the IPL, sides are bowled really wide to him. But even that is brave because that's short the boundary, offside.
It's everything you get that. If I said to you, you need to start using the inside of your...
Really good finish from Adam Milne. His work is done with the ball. He's 21 runs, 148 with 5 balls remaining.
And they are really good figures. Always with any figures or stats, try and remember when a player bats and when he bowls. He's bowling in the power play with fielding restrictions. He's bowling at the death with players teeing off. And he's gone for just about a runner ball.
Andrew Ty only bowled 5 balls in today's game. Slight delay as Sherfane Rutherford restraps his gloves and gets ready. 5 deliveries remaining in this first innings. Oh, just a flick into the vacant deep square. The 5 will start with a boundary.
150 up for my London. Take the risk. Keep saying those 2 scoring areas there and over extra.
Yeah, I think that shot going to enforce a change. Fine leg goes back. Deep point comes up. Line has to be straight. It is straight. But Rutherford will get all the luck in the world. That goes for 6, my word. Just shows you the pace in this pitch here at the Oval today.
Yeah, and the bat speed. He was trying to belt this out of the Oval, and so much bat speed and the pace in the pitch, as Owen Morgan says, and that will go all the way for 6.
4-6 to start his final 5. Huge amount of experience, Andrew Ty, just taking time out of the game with Livingston, making sure the plan is the right one. What line, what length, or your bluff delivery. His bluff will be wide, but I don't think he needs to go to it. He's got to stay straight. Be full in at Rutherford's heel or into the wicket and pace off. Into the wicket and pace off. An effective, good comeback delivery.
He's had to get used to people getting used to his variations. When you bowl like Ty, over the years people get used to those slows. The first one people saw him, he was a real handful. The bowlers like Ty, people wait for that slow ball, so he's got to become less predictable and have more variations. That was a good one.
I'm coming on.
Well, full, and anything full is off. Caught in the crowd, well done, sir. Fluffy hat on as well, cool as you like.
Yeah, he's not giving it a big one, so we just got to confirm that catch.
He's got to be a London Spirit fan.
Got an England hat on. I think he's taken the catch.
What a catch, my friend!
Final ball, flicked away. Deep square underhead, taken. The injured Cole's back on the field and in the action again, albeit
That's our schedule for the innings. Here we go.
Gingerly.
So,
My London, having been sent into bat, have posted 164 of their 100 balls.
Course came back on after that little knock. Here we go.
Yeah, that straight line out to the longest side of the ground and has come off the toe of the bat. Cole settles nicely. It's after this, just moving ever so gingerly. Yeah, a smile on his face, but I hope injury isn't that serious.
Yeah, I said 160 bare minimum. They've got 164. This would be London Spirit's highest chase, so they've still got some work to do, but you can tell from Liam Livingston's body language walking off, he feels they've done a pretty good job on this oval surface.
Lydia, who do you have with you?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I'm with Will Jack, 65 from 44. Well played, Will. Tell us about conditions out there.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I found it slightly tricky. It swung early on, and then there was good pace and bounce. I think they bowled quite well to the boundary, but we've had a great finish there and competitive score.
What would be your message to the bowlers? What did you find the hardest out there?
I think trying to emulate probably how they bowled with me, book as few freebies as possible, see if we can take a few early wickets. We know that this is quite fast scoring ground and can be tough to defend, so yeah.
And I don't know if you're a stats kind of guy, but you're the leading run scorer now in the hundreds history. How does that feel?
Yeah, I guess nice. I wish I could have
Good
scored a few
enough,
bit
Jack.
faster, but I guess I'll take that stat.
Obviously heading out second half now, 164 on the board to defend. Chances there.
Yeah, we're happy with that score. It's competitive. I think they've got a very dangerous batting lineup. And
Yeah,
we've never
early
lost out
wicket
tonight, so we'll have to try and
would
do
win.
things a little bit differently. But we're ready for it.
Thanks, so well played this evening.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, there you go. Will Jack's very happy with their score. It was him and James Vince at the top of the order. They got off to a flying start. 62
Wood
in the
Jack's got to
opening
65
partnership.
on
Jack's
44 balls.
65
James Finch
on
went for 26 of 20.
Rutherford finished with a
Rutherford
canter.
41 of 19. Roy
41
went
from
for
19.
37.
164 he thinks will be more than competitive.
Yeah, the bowling figures will tell you a story, really. Anyone with pace on was difficult to face, and that's why, for me, the best two bowlers there were Milne, who was wicketless, but went to just over a run a ball, and Overton, who went for a 6 in his last delivery, but took the 3 wickets. Pace on, back of the length. That's the hardest to face here at the Oval. That was a pretty good performance from the spirit bowlers.
So...
Well, who will take the points and bragging rights in the London Derby? We'll see you after the break for the run chase.
Come in. Spirit, can they chase down 165, Spirits?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, was that a rhetorical question? Sorry about that.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, there you go.
And Bristol.
Good grief, man.
Sophie Molyneux leads her team out.
Here we go. Oh.
Back in it.
Oh, wow.
5 wickets, 6 runs, 14.
An unlikely victory against Welshfire.
Welcome to Headingley.
The Brave took on supposedly Headingley.
To spell this is.
What an innings this has been.
Fantastic work.
Over the line.
They'll get the win there.
Big win for the Southern Brave.
We are nearly ready to go on the south coast.
Game 3 for Brave. Oh, wow.
Catch that is! Brilliant catch.
That is sensational work. 3 wickets for Hayley Matthews. Make that 4.
Beautifully bowled. That's how you do it. The Brave deliver. Their winning run continues. What a performance from Sophie Molyneux.
They go again. They will go again today.
Well, they have been the form side in the Women's 100 this year, the Southern Brave, with 3 wins out of 3. They're in action tomorrow against Birmingham Phoenix.
And then...
because they've lost one and had one rained out against Manchester. The men...
Sophie's had a game to Birmingham Phoenix tomorrow.
Manchester Supergiants against Trent Rockets. Both Trent Rockets sides won today down in Cardiff. So Friday, women starting at 2:45 and men at 6
o'clock
Sports Cricket.
For you.
Moving to football, well, over 1,500 live matches across the Premier League.
It all starts on Friday when Rangers go to Dundee United for the opening game.
We start on Friday. Dundee United against Rangers is 7 o'clock on Sky Sports Football. Friday, 14th of August, EFL Championship, Wolves against Blackburn Rovers, again 7 on Sky Sports Football. Sky Sports Premier League on the 21st of August sees Arsenal against Coventry City, and we start the Women's Super League in September.
So, on the 25th of August is Champions against Champions. Arsenal take on Coventry City 6:30. Wolves Blackburn starts on the 14th. Friday for Scottish Premiership returns in September. For Women's Super League every game live from September on today. Sport! How exciting!
Sky Sports channels. Here at the Kia Oval, 164 has been posted for 5 wickets by the home team. Will Jacks and James Vince, less so Vince, but James Vince as well. Played nicely at the start. They were slow in the power play, but Jacks powered his way to 65 in that opening partnership of 91. Then things slowed up. Shemaine Rutherford gave the innings real impetus with 41 off 19, 164 for 5. The bowling was quite simply led by Craig Overton. There is plenty of pace in this pitch, and he made and took full advantage of that. 3 for 30, and his last ball went for 6. How good a score is that, though, Vinci?
I think, though, would have expected to get more. When you have a look down their list, they've got firepower right throughout. Jax, yes, he got runs at the top, but it wasn't at his explosive best. James Vince struggled to timing, and it wasn't until Sheffield Rutherford coming towards the back end that he made batting look easy. So for me, yes, it's